G'day, and welcome back to Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. Here we have a Karen who's just sitting here belittling the McDonald's workers in this restaurant because they work at McDonald's. Ultimately, after a little bit of this belittling, someone else steps in and starts going off with the Karen. Eventually, she just turns tail and runs.
You guys are McDonald's. You guys are okay. And you guys are McDonald's. Okay. See? And you don't guys are a restaurant in Fresno. Yeah.
But they're humans though. They are humans. Well, you should care. You should have more respect.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter. You come here, you're cussing at everybody. You should have more respect. They're humans. It doesn't matter. We're all sorry. Fucking McDonald's or fucking down the crack, down the back.
Whoa!
You come over here fucking yelling over a goddamn.
That's
Wake the f up. It's the new world, woman.
I
Wake
live in
the
the
fuck
new
up.
world.
Yeah,
I
wake
do
up.
live
You
in
come
the
over
new
here trying to
world.
make worse than them? What kind of that? What kind of
Hey, you don't like it too?
You don't like it going around the fucking street. There's Chick-fil-A that actually caters to people like you.
Oh, sorry.
Fucking annoying.
Sorry.
You're pussy. Look at you. What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
What is
What are you wearing?
What? What is it?
How much is your outfit cost? So why are you making fun of them? Don't come here and try to degrade people. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Rules for me, but not for thee. They deserve to get bullied, but I don't. This is wrong. This is stupid. You don't like it? Get out of here. Don't do the same thing I'm doing to them to me. That's wrong. Oopsie daisy. Turns out you got destroyed by your own logic. Whoops. Now we jump over the border to go look at some Tim Hortons, where we have a security guy at the Tim Hortons who has an interesting interaction with a random person who's coming in. And apparently this is tame for an average day here.
Now you're gonna say I'm gonna put your ass on TikTok?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're cool, eh, bud?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're real cool.
See, this is why Tim Hortons needs security, because there's too many crazy people like this around.
I am the security, bitch.
No, you're just crazy.
No, I'm actually the security. In all Tim Hortons restaurants, bitch. Why don't you swing the cane at me there?
There's no need.
What are you gonna try? And
You're
get
no
her
threat.
You're gonna try and get her to hate me too?
No, no one
Hey,
needs to
asswipe.
hate you, man. No one needs to
Hey,
hate you.
asswipe.
You just need to move along. That's
Buddy,
it.
Buddy, you're not gonna tell me to move along. I'm not letting you me through that window anymore when I walk by the store. Sticking your tongue out at me.
Everybody knows different, man.
So you're still filming, eh, dickhead?
That's right.
So you get
For the
off
safety
on
of the
this?
staff
You don't
here.
have a life, eh?
For the safety of the staff here. When there's
The
crazy
safety of
people
the
like you,
staff. You think
we gotta
the
make
staff
sure
is
the people are
scared?
safe.
Why would the staff be scared?
They don't need to be scared.
What,
They just
you're
don't need to
protecting
put up
them? How
with,
are you
like,
gonna protect the
annoyances.
staff? How are you gonna protect them? You're gonna beat people with your cane? What?
No, there's no need.
Video of them?
All the evidence we need.
I don't think they need your protection, bud. In fact, I know they don't need your protection. Bitch. What, you want a nice clear shot of my face with your goofy phone? You know I can grab your phone right now and put handcuffs on you, bitch. That's my next job.
No, I'm not crazy. I'm the actual security guard for this Tim Hortons, and I'm going to threaten to assault you by ripping your phone out of your hands and flipping you around just to handcuff you. I mean, I don't think even police officers can get away with that type of nonsense of ripping a phone out of someone's hand for no particular reason aside from them just recording a current incident or something that's happening in front of them. Like, I think you're a little bit off the rails, buddy. I think the rail track's about 500 meters down the road, and if you go look at it and go stand on it, maybe you'll think a bit better this time around. Maybe not, though. Maybe you'll get lost. Here we have an interesting situation where these customers weren't exactly happy with their Taco Bell order. Apparently it was thrown in haphazardly and caused a mess inside the bag. Either way, we don't know exactly what it looked like inside the bag because we start when they've already dumped the contents of the bag out on the bench after they've come back from seeing the order.
Okay, we want a refund on this. We called.
And half my food's broken up, it's crap.
You guys
threw it
didn't
in
do
the bag
nothing.
and
You
then
didn't even
you
care. I
was
called your
fine.
corporate, or I tried to call your corporate. It's closed. Your manager, Jeremy, didn't give a the phone up on me. We want our back. You don't throw food in a bag just like that.
Okay. You ordered online, correct?
Yes. Whoever the Jeremy is, he can go to. I don't appreciate being hung up on. I need a refund first.
No, you ain't getting a refund.
I want a refund.
Online. I can't do anything.
I don't care. This is my money we're talking. Then remake my meal. Remake my meal,
You
dude.
threw it on the counter. I'm not
Because it's already open.
You call this, and then my freedom. Is it seriously?
You can't just rip me off on my money, bro.
You know what?
I want my money, bro.
I can't do anything about it. It's online. I can't.
Then remake the meal.
Nah, you threw it on the counter being disrespectful.
I dumped it out to show you how you guys threw it in my thing.
This is weird you talk about 244 Free Swing Drive. I got an agitated customer that just refuses to leave.
I want my money, bro.
They came in here throwing the food all over the place.
I didn't throw food all over the place. I want my money, bro. I want my money back. I want my money, bro. Y'all think I'm f***ing watch. They called the police and they're refusing to give me my money. Who are you talking to?
My mom.
They're refusing to give the money. They called the police.
I'm sorry, but I think you've kind of lost a bit of your argument there, especially with how you've chosen to handle this one. Going with the whole fact of like, okay, we got my online order, we've walked away, now we've looked at it, we've come back, and instead of just giving them the bag and letting them look at the state of the food in there, we've decided to upend the bag and emptied it out on the counter. Like, it's one of those things where, yeah, it may have been in a shit spot. Like, they may have just haphazardly thrown it all in. That might be true. They'll never know now because you've just dumped the contents onto the bench and and there's a very high likelihood that when it was dumped like that, it could have been opened up, it could have had this and that, like just a bunch of issues here. And yeah, it was probably, depending on how you were talking to the manager, it was probably rude for them to hang up. Probably. I say probably because, you might have been being very abusive and then that becomes less so, Though what I do find funny is how much of a trash heap your car looks like. Like, buddy, do you have any leg room down there? It looks like it's all just rubbish. Here we have a very funny interaction between a person who's doing their delivery and the people who are there not really being too happy about it. It's very funky, to say the least. Here's a clip.
We got people recording me without permission.
You're in plain view.
I sure am, and you are too.
All I asked you is to not be rude to my customer. That's all I asked. You started calling me names. I never once called you anything.
What did I call you, ma'am?
Baby.
Oh, I thought you said I called you a cuss word.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, baby.
Oh. Kristen, I'll send this to you.
And do what with it? And do what with it? What y'all gonna do with
I
it?
don't understand what your problem is.
I don't understand what y'all problem is. Only thing I want to do is come do my job. When y'all making that hard on me, I cannot do my job. This is the pickup point. I have to use this ramp. I have to use this ramp to get my mail, and that's the pickup. This is the. You're not gonna tell me what's the pickup point for my job. Are you seriously telling me how to do my job?
I've worked here for 26
I don't care how
years.
many. I don't care how many years you worked here for. Do I need to call Dukes because y'all lie and say she do this, she used to do this and do that, but every time I ask her, she just said she never did it.
I have nothing to say to you.
And so why you staying right here talking to me then? Exactly. You came out here to do what? You came out here to do what? You came out here to do what?
You were being
You came out here to do what? You came out here to do what? You came out here to do what? You're standing right here talking to me for what?
You won't even let me talk.
I don't want to hear you talk. I've been saying that from the beginning.
I mean, first off, he can record you without permission. You can rightfully say, well, what are you going to do with that? Well, what's the point of doing that? But also saying, you have my permission to record me. It's like, yeah, and you're in public. So, you don't have reasonable rights to privacy when you're out in public. It'd be what it be. Move on from that, But the second part of this is just like, I thought maybe the person behind the camera was a bit of a Karen, especially considering how this clip starts off. But then when the supposed owner of one of the shops here complains about having been name called, and the name call is babe, it's just... Is it just me when I heard that I was just like, okay, that's ridiculous. That is stupid. Oh no, someone called you babe when talking to you. That just might be how they speak. That's not even meant to be an insult to you. Legitimately. I don't think there's ever been a context where I've legitimately heard babe used as an insult against someone. Not properly. There are the stupid men idiots who use it against someone they don't know because they think they're slick, but you know, besides that point. Here we got an intriguing clip that comes from Goodwill. Basically, this guy apparently came to this Goodwill based upon an ad that he saw either online or in a catalog or just on one of the random billboards around the area. Basically, he's come into the store going for that special, and it turns out that special isn't a thing, so this is how he responds to it.
Leave. Just leave.
Because you guys drug me in here on a false sale.
All right, you can call corporate and take that up with them.
Damn, you work for Walgreens? Then shut up. If you don't work for Walgreens...
Hey, man, just leave, man.
You too.
Just leave.
You start working for Walgreens, ma'am, on your spare time.
You act like a big kid. Just leave, man. Just leave. Just leave. Golly, man. Look at these kids. They act better than you do, man.
They do, because he didn't get drug in here on a false
Call
ad.
corporate. Take that up with corporate.
I'm going to call corporate. Have you ever called corporate?
Call corporate. Take it up
Call
with them.
corporate. Have you ever called corporate?
Golly.
You work for them. You know what calling corporate means? It means you'll never be
Just leave.
You'll never have a phone.
Just leave, man. Golly, you coming back for more.
I'm not going to leave until you stand up. Okay, no, you have to stand up before I'm leaving.
Just leave,
I'm
man.
not standing up till you. I'm not leaving until you stand up.
How old are you? How old are you?
4 times older than you.
All right, act like it and leave. You acting like a big kid, man. You leave out of here, get in your car, and call corporate, and you let them know about they false prices. You don't have to yell across the store. It's kids in here, man. Just leave. Just leave,
You
man.
don't care.
I
care
don't.
enough to get up.
I
Sit
don't.
there.
Get out of the store, man.
Thank you, man.
You work here?
Get.
You work here?
What's your problem?
You work here?
No, but I have a good daughter. Get out of here. You're making a problem. What's your problem?
That is crazy, man. Just leave, man. You need to start shopping online, man.
No, I need to shop.
You need to shop online. That's fine, leave. That's fine, just leave.
Go do that.
Golly.
Yeah, if the ad showed a special price of X, Y, and Z, then and it was within the time frame that you went to the store, yeah, that legitimately sucks. But there's a few things to pay attention to. At least that's from what I've learned in Australia. I don't know if it follows a very similar system, but usually, let's say for example, catalogs. Any catalogs that get sent out, there's less and less of them these days. The catalog tends to promote specials that happen in the next week cycle. Over here in Australia, the specials cycle every Wednesday. So Wednesday, you'll have a new batch of specials at most supermarket stores that weren't there the day beforehand. Usually the catalogs for those specials either come out on the weekend beforehand or maybe even a week beforehand. But usually these catalogs have got dates on them to let you know when these specials are going to be in effect. That might have been the case here where it gave you an ad for a special that also had some dates attached to it. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's meant to be a now special, or maybe you saw an old ad that hadn't been taken down yet. Either way, it seems like something's gone astray. But I love his reaction when he finds out that he's been told to leave multiple different times, and then he's just like, you know what, you stand up. I'll leave after you stand up. That's such a ridiculous thing to like. That makes no sense to me. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave if you stand up. What happens when he stands up? Nothing's gonna happen if he stands up. I legitimately don't get why you're making such a wacky request, man. Here we watch as we find out yet another reason why you should never go to Walmart in person and just order your stuff online when those amazing specials occur.
At the end of the day, she was trying to park her car. He backed up like he was going to get her car.
You shut the f*** up. Shut
Ah, the classic. Customers arguing about some random nonsense that ultimately, if you actually took a moment to think about it, you'd be like, wait, you're arguing over that? That's so insignificantly stupid, it's not even funny, but yet here they are, arguing about it anyway, because why not? They got nothing better to do with their lives. They're kind of boring, so may as well sit in the Walmart car park and argue with other people, because what else you gonna do? Go home and live your life? Why would you do that? That's boring. The guy behind the cameras come down to his car to spot that this guy with his Defender was here swinging his door open like a madman next to his car. When he eventually hopped into his own car and went to talk to his girlfriend who's currently in there, according to her, he actually hit the car with his door, apparently at least once, and so he went to double check the scuff marks. And then when he asked the guy, hey, you hit my car, apparently the guy decided to say that no, it doesn't matter, my car's better than yours, and now here we are.
Don't move, you just hit my car.
I live in this building.
That's fine. No, give me a second.
Bro, I'm
open your door.
up.
Don't get
I
loud
have
with
my
me.
kids
Don't
here.
get loud
What are
with
you
me.
saying?
Don't get loud with me.
What are you doing?
Don't get
I
loud
have
with
two
me.
little kids here.
That's fine. I'm not threatening anybody.
I got.
I'm just asking you to open your door all the way for a
I
second.
take my kids on the corner.
That's fine. You're right here. I'm just asking you.
I'm taking my kid
recording
upstairs.
You. I'm recording you.
I'm taking my kid upstairs.
That's fine. I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you.
Let me bring my kid upstairs.
That's fine. Take your kid out. I'm not stopping you. Look at this bag.
Okay, back
Look.
up.
So I'm parked here. I'm parked here legally. And then this guy swung his door open. And when he swung the door open, he scuffed the car right here.
I scuffed
Nothing like that.
I have two little
Dude,
kids.
I'm not doing anything about your kids. It's not about your
trying
kids.
to get my kids in my apartment. Back the
Dude, off. You hit my car. You're in the wrong. Don't act like you're right. I'm not doing anything with your kids. You're setting a great example for them, though, too. Yes, because doing stuff for your kids means that you're above the law and you don't have to worry about ever doing anything illegal, because if it's for your kids, it's all good. That's not how that works. Not only are you not in an illegal parking spot, it looks like you've just stopped in the middle of the street, you're also going, by the looks of it, you're intending to take your kids out of the car onto the pavement and probably take them up to the apartment whilst leaving your car parked in the middle of the street, which is totally irresponsible. It's either you're just too lazy to go actually find a car park, or so you're taking your kids up to your apartment. Is there someone else there who's going to look after your kids when you get them up there, or what's actually going to happen here? It seems a little bit stupid that you're doing this in the first place, but okay. Here we get dropped into the middle of an argument when the apparent business owner or business worker here says, and I quote, "You people," in reference to apparently being kidnapped. Here's the clip.
You to make a racial statement and say someone held you hostage 2 years ago for the same thing and the same people. What same people? African American people?
I didn't hear her say that.
That's it. Of course you didn't hear her say it.
No. Don't be getting me involved.
She said it verbatim. Her exact words were, someone held me hostage. Oh, no, I can understand people very clearly.
Sometimes so.
No, it wasn't hard to understand.
I never say.
So you didn't say the same people. You didn't say that.
People, blah, 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 blah.
No,
okay?
your exact
Don't say African, don't say.
Oh, no, you didn't say that. You
okay,
said the same situation, same people. So what same people?
Okay. Oh, you are right.
Oh, I know I am. I know what I heard, too. I know what I heard, too. You may not have heard it, but I heard it.
Stop it.
You're wrong, Patricia, and you know it.
Language, I think she...
No. What she said was somebody held her hostage 2 years ago. Same problem, same people. What same people?
No, she's inside, but don't touch me, don't nothing.
Yeah, be clear about that. I've not touched you one time or threatened you.
The word I did the word three things for $40 each, but
and I paid you.
Yes, she paid me for.
And I told you that they were not, that you did not do it correctly, and you told me that you would fix it.
More work.
No, I don't need more work. I want you to fix what you messed up.
Could you hear?
Why are you lying?
But I a little bit because she low.
So what? I'm not threatening you, nor am I in your face. I'm not by you. I haven't touched you. I haven't threatened you. I've done none of the above. None of the above.
Thank you.
And it's not that I'll dispute it with my bank. It's just that simple because you did not finish my faja. For you to lie and say that I want more done when you did not correctly do it is insane. I have the text messages. I have the text messages of you saying bring it back and you'll fix it. So why would you lie to the police and tell them that you didn't charge me? Why would you charge me when you didn't do it correctly? Then, Patricia, again, you told me that it would be done yesterday. It's not. Why won't you be accountable for your work?
I'm going to assume that she probably admits to that sarcastically in that clip, but that's about it. Like, I'm really curious in what actually happened beforehand, what was actually said, because I don't think people would flare up in this exact matter over nothing, but also on the same note, we've seen that type of thing before. I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions, but on this note, if she did actually say that, which seems to be likely in this case, that's kind of racist depending on how you meant that, which is... I mean, there's not really many ways you can mean that when you say you people to a person of color. In this clip, we get graced by the oh-so-gracious Ric Flair, who seems to be a bit drunk and doing some really stupid things and letting his ego take hold for a little bit.
Yeah, good. Well, I didn't do anything wrong, except spend money and put this place over and bring my family and friends here. That is bad for you.
Why would it be bad for me?
Well, watch social media tomorrow.
I don't follow social media.
Well, you better.
I don't get stuck on my phone.
What's your name, nut job? Nicholas what? Nicholas Dickhead.
You don't have to call me like that, sir.
Don't ever talk.
You don't have to call me like that, sir.
You don't have to do this to me. You're humiliating me and my family.
I'm not humiliating.
I didn't do one thing wrong. I walked into a bathroom.
And you cussed on my kitchen manager.
Oh, you're a kid I accosted. Really? What world do you live in?
The same world you
What
live
world do I do? How did I accost him? Did I touch him?
Cussing, you said cuss word.
I never said a cuss word. You know, is that his word against yours? I didn't say one cuss word.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. Let's go.
God. No, ma'am, I'm going to give you $1,000 tip just to say to him, kiss my ass. If you walk outside here,
You don't have to be disrespectful to me, sir. We're being
I know. You're disrespecting me.
How am I disrespecting?
Telling me to leave.
I'm not telling you to leave. We're just telling you that you're cut off.
Oh, I'm cut off because I'm drunk? Really?
Yes, sir. It don't matter if you're famous or not. It's the
Here,
same
ma'am.
experience.
Ma'am. Please give yourself $1,000 tip.
All right, I'll let me do it.
$1,000 tip. This guy and I are so cool. She and I are cool. And along comes dipshit.
You don't have to call me like that.
I just said it.
I never did.
I'll say it again. You're a dipshit.
You have to get out of here right now.
Oh, I'm leaving. Trust me.
Thank God.
I won't come back again.
Thank God.
Come outside here and talk to me like a man.
I'm not going to do that because I'm on the clock.
You push you. You're on the pussy clock.
You know I'll go outside if you want.
I was going to stop.
Hey, you want to go out and talk with me in the parking lot? Because I don't work here. I don't give a shit. We'll talk tonight.
I'm sorry, sir, but
What's that?
You heard me.
What's that?
no, sir, please stop. Please stop. Okay?
What did you just say to me? What did you just say to me?
Excuse me.
Oh, I brought my whole family here.
Nothing quite like the ego of a rich person, and even the rich people that don't show off their ego, you get them drunk enough, it might come out, as we see here. I mean, you say it's just my word against yours. Well, unfortunately, it's your word against this video here, which I don't think really paints you in a favorable light. So, yeah, may have been a bad decision there. Oh, unfortunately, it's already out in the media. Whoopsie daisy. I don't know who did that. Not me. I mean, I can't fully be like uber angry at someone like this. It's just like you're drunk as hell. They're trying to cut you off and get you out. And of course, because they're trying to cut off your alcohol that you're already currently enjoying, you're not going to have the greatest reaction. Unfortunately, and that's just what happens here. Hopefully, the next day he went in to maybe make some apologies. Probably not. Probably didn't care enough. I don't know. Who knows? Here we watch as a good Samaritan truck driver pauses in the middle of the road to block the road because there was a massive car pileup that occurred on the highway. So he thought, okay, I've got a big truck, there's no one here, there's no police officers here yet, let me just use my vehicle to block the road for a moment just so people don't come flying through and potentially hit someone who's trying to get out of a wrecked vehicle. And he goes around, checks up on everybody, but it turns out the truck driver that wasn't too far behind him is not exactly happy with him blocking the road like he is.
Boy, bad accident, you guys. Are you guys okay? Y'all okay? Everybody okay? Anybody need an ambulance, anything? Are y'all okay? Oh my God. Y'all look at this right here. That's why you gotta be careful on this road. You okay? What's your, she's okay? Okay. Somebody dial the 911?
He dialed 911.
Okay, these people up here okay? Lord, have mercy.
I'm the orange car.
Okay, so you good up there?
I'm good.
This you right here, my friend?
Yeah.
Everybody okay in your car?
Yeah, we're all fine.
Okay, let's make sure everybody's okay first. Lord, have mercy. This truck, everybody's okay?
Yes, everyone's okay in the truck.
Okay, what about this car right here? Hold on, Doc. Are you guys okay? Okay. Boy. Come on through, man. Come on through. Lord, you gotta be careful out of you guys. It's rough. Oh, Lord. Okay, I see a state trooper right there. Let me move mine on out the way. She says she's sure she's okay, right? Everybody up there is okay as far as anybody hurt. Okay, I'm gonna move on, you guys. I got.
Oh, you're in this truck?
Yeah, I'm in this truck. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move on. All right. Good God Almighty. Make sure everything I back here is straight with me. Okay. All of you guys okay? Okay. Well, I'm ready to move my truck to make it. Hey man, you don't do me nothing. You wait. You wait. Now, you wait. Get out the truck and talk, man. You got something to say to me? What you say? I'm just making sure these people okay. Damn these loads. Okay, well, damn these loads. I'm worried about these people's life. Well, just wait. Now, damn, you that damn honoring? People's lives is more important than these damn loads. You better talk in that truck. Let's show you what kind of life people have. He's so worried about a load than these people's life. Shucks, cars done flipped over and everything. Good God Almighty. He worried about his damn load. Ain't worried about these people's lives, seeing if these people okay. Goodness, show you what type of people you deal with in life. Boy.
Look, I get it. Truck drivers, you guys have massive time crunches. You have these schedules that you've got to keep to the goddamn T, otherwise you could lose money or even lose your job. Actually, in this time and place where truck drivers are rare and far few between, that one's less likely. You'll just get punished with some bullcrap. And I get it. This type of stuff is time consuming, you lose time and it could get you in a bunch of trouble. But at the end of the day, at some point your humanity's got to shine through and be like, you know what, there's a massive crash here, this sucks, I might be late to dropping off my load, but you know what, it's important to make sure everyone's a-okay. And that's what our first truck driver here is like. The second guy, I'm sorry, you can go take your load and shove it up your ass for a moment. Just patience is a very important thing in life to learn. And if you don't have patience as a truck driver, my God, I wonder how many people you've probably nearly rear-ended because of that lack of patience. Because if you've got no patience for another guy just making sure everyone's okay before he starts roaming through and makes it open again, then I would not want to see what you're like when you get stuck behind a driver who's going 10 below the speed limit. Here, OP posts an interesting interaction that they had with a customer that caused them to ultimately leave the job that they were currently a part of. Obviously, there were also other things that also led them to leave this job, which we'll talk about soon.
I'm the only person here right now, so I can't do that, but I could call my manager, see if he's available.
Well, you're gonna have to, because you got my stuff locked in my room. And so
I feel you, for sure. Or we could call the police department and see if they could get in, if you'd prefer that.
I don't really care. You just need to get me in that room to get my stuff out.
Yeah, I just gave you an option for that.
That's up to you. It's your responsibility, however you would like to do that.
For sure. Yeah, putting me in charge of your diabetic medication is definitely my responsibility.
Well,
Do
maybe you
that.
need to calm down a little bit. I also train customer service reps. One thing you always remember is the customer is right. So all I'm asking is you to get this department, you can do with the manager. I do not care.
Okay, so I can definitely go ahead and call non-emergency for you.
I don't care. You're going to pay the bill.
I'm definitely not.
No, you're
it's best. I'll definitely
call your
go
manager
ahead.
first is what I would do to get his okay to do whatever you're going to do. If I was in your position, I wouldn't take that responsibility.
Oh, no, for sure. If there was a manager available, he would probably be here right now. So being the only person here, like I said, I will go ahead and take this into the hands that I think is the most professional.
That's what you should do.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, for sure, for sure. So I'm just trying to make this as easy as possible for both of us. No, for sure. I just don't like that your first option was for me to go down there by myself to help you into the room.
I've had other
That
people,
was your first
because you
response.
weren't believing me that it was working.
No,
So
it rooms twice for 2 different reasons, and I don't like that.
No, I don't like it either. I've never had that problem here.
For sure.
A lot of money here every
I
time,
do know
and it
that.
is-
Yeah, I
and
do
it is
work
a good
here. I
place
do
to
know that.
stay.
Go ahead, and I will call and see what we can get done.
All right.
Sound good to you?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
The other reasons is that, well, she's been pretty much doing a solo shift for 9 hours of the day where it's just her manning a 200-person guest potential hotel and things along those lines. And you know what's even funnier? When she pointed this interaction out to the manager, guess who the manager sided with? The customer. And because apparently to him, if you spend enough money, the customer's allowed to treat the staff however they bloody damn well feel. Which, good on for getting out of there, because that does not sound like a great boss. In this clip, a Karen got herself banned from the gym and assumes that it's something to do with her MAGA hat that's making people offended, even though the reason why she's being kicked was made explicitly obvious to her.
Yeah. Planet Fitness telling me I'm banned. After paying.
What's up?
I don't know. Tell me.
So we have an alert on your account that there was a ban processed for your membership. We also don't allow recording in the facility, so I am going to have to ask you to stop recording.
I'm going to record it because I've been paying for the past couple months.
And we are going to issue you a full refund, but we also do not allow recording
Alright,
in
you're
the
going to
facility
refund right now.
without
You're going to
my
tell me why
permission.
I'm banned.
Because we have, back in the day, I don't remember exactly when it was, but you were arguing and threatening other people, so there was a ban put on the membership.
Arguing and threatening people?
That is what we have in the system. So there's a ban on the membership. We never should have created
I'd like
an account,
evidence
which is
of
an issue. You know, it was a mistake, but we do have to issue you a full refund, and we do have to cancel your account, and you are not allowed at any of our facilities.
You can give me your full refund, and
We
I'd
will
like
give you a
your
full
name
refund. My name is
written
Chris.
down and banned at Planet Fitness. Judgment free zone, right? Banned at Planet Fitness for wearing a MAGA hat. It's called violation of your constitutional rights. Wearing a MAGA hat, offensive. It's okay. I'll make sure that my my lawyers know that I felt threatened here in the judgment-free zone. Better start looking for jobs, buddy.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that you got explicitly told it's because you got involved in multiple arguments and harassing other people inside of the gym and that's why you've been banned? Not because of whatever hat that you're wearing, you fucking moron? How dense and dumb are you? Or maybe you're trying to gaslight yourself into thinking that no, you didn't do anything wrong. You were the perfect human being like you always were. Grow the fuck up. From what I can tell with this clip, this flight obviously has been delayed a portion of time, but they're now starting to do the preparations to actually start boarding everyone. But unfortunately for everyone, there's one person who's just a touch bit impatient.
I'm so ready. And also, we're just saying it says, howdy, y'all.
Okay, alright, good to know. Thank you for that.
I'm just gonna call them to put the information here.
I have it right here. I'm not going to do this again.
Listen, honey.
Hey,
I'm not
wait
doing this
5
again.
minutes. We're almost through.
Mark it.
This is the authorization.
Ma'am, you just have to wait
I'm not going to wait
until
out
they
there.
finish. So you cannot board this
I'm
flight.
going right here.
Ma'am, you have to step outside, otherwise I have to cancel your flight. Can you just wait and be patient? Can you wait? There's nothing there.
There is too.
There's nothing there. It's a new message. You have to step
Hey, listen,
outside.
honey, just
Okay,
back
I
up.
have to look up your reservation. You have to step outside. Otherwise I have to call the police.
I want a supervisor.
You're stopping boarding and delaying other people's flight because of your
Get a supervisor.
Get a supervisor.
You know, yes, I get you've probably just been waiting there for maybe a few hours, maybe longer, maybe shorter, but you also know that you're at the end of that wait now. They've literally just said that, hey, just give us a few minutes, we got to tidy up, and then you can all start boarding. What's the point of doing this crap when you already know you're at the back end of the wait, you know you're about to board, just a little bit of patience and you'll be there. I've said this a million times over the years on this channel, but patient goes a long way in avoiding stuff like this for people. Just being patient can get you so far in life. Unfortunately for the person behind the camera, they've stumbled into an argument between two women over potentially baby daddy drama.
No, she stuck to me first. No, bitch, don't start shit you can't do. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. Pregnant at all, bitch. You ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, hoe. You can do all that talking. Don't play with me, bitch. You can do all that talking. Yeah. You can do all that talking. I already know you a police ass hoe. I wanna be you to swing first. Cause once you swing, I'ma beat the you can do that talking. What you talking about, bitch? You can do that talking. They walk up on me. You can do that talking. You got the right word, bitch. I swear to God, the brains be all over my motherfucker. What you gonna do? What's the whole time? What's the whole call that nigga. You said you don't call him, right? The person you're supposed to be pregnant about. Just like you, get your bitch ass on. You doing all that behind. Can't even buy you a piece of bubble gum, bitch. Ain't not by myself. What's up? You already put my baby daddy in jail 2 times, ho. Yeah, you ain't gonna play with me. You ain't gonna play with me. Girl. Can somebody ring me up, please?
I don't know if that was a security guard or a police officer, but I just can't get over how disappointed he just seems to look by his actions and how he walks up. He's just like, seriously? Really, you guys in the store? You can't just take this outside and do it out there? Like, why here? Why do you have to inconvenience me with some stupid petty shit? I don't even get what, like, I can't even understand what they're arguing about. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but it's so stupid. Just, it seems so unnecessarily stupid. I don't know. Here we have a guy casually destroying their local Target.
This guy just broke all this shit. He's now pushing all this shit over. Mad at somebody. I don't know what he's doing.
No way.
You gotta go! Becky. He's gonna take a stick to you. No. Hey, stay back!
Apparently, eventually multiple people decided to subdue this guy. Cops arrived with an ambulance and he left on a stretcher. So maybe he's a bit mentally deranged. Either way, that's going to be a fun find coming in the mail. Here we have a guy at a mechanic workshop who decides to make a very weird and creepy advance against a woman whom he's trying to fix their AC for. Here's the clip.
Regular price on. Listen. Your husband called me over here. I was just joking around.
No, you weren't joking. You pulled this down, right? Say it again. You pulled this down, and what did you say? What did you say? Say it again.
I was just joking around.
Say it again, though. Say it again. Say it again.
Adopt you?
No, you said, oh, I wish I could kidnap you. Exactly.
I mean, you think I'm
You work here, right? Don't you work here? You're disgusting. No, you're absolutely disgusting. Yeah? Yes, you are. You are very disgusting. Yeah. And what did you say? She should dress better? Yeah. You can't control yourself? You can't control yourself? You can't? You can't control yourself, right? You're disgusting. I just want you to know. You are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing. It doesn't. It shouldn't matter. You're a grown man.
brave for her to actually stand up for herself against this type of crap, because that's all it is. This is crap. You should never treat another person like this. You shouldn't even jokingly half pull down the shed door, the garage door, say, man, I finally get to kidnap you. And then when you get called out for your very sketchy, creepy, horrible behavior, say that, I'm sorry, she should dress better. What the That's just horrible, first off, and secondly, you're a terrible person. There's nothing more to it than that.